Hey everyone, welcome to Radio Free Decipher. He's Evan.
And he's Kyle.
And it's snappy.
Sure. Very snappy.
It's all snappy.
No, I guess we're in a pretty good mood because we're ruling the roost these days. Well, I shouldn't say me because everyone in my department is still there, but Kyle.
I am all alone.
Yes.
I am the Decipher marketing department. Fear should be gripping you right about now. No, I'm just holding down the fort while everyone's at Gamma in Las Vegas. So, speaking of which, there should be events going on.
I was going to say, even as we speak.
Actually, I don't think right now because it's around noon on Friday. East Coast time, which means it's probably 9 a.m. in Vegas,
That's
which
true.
means so things aren't really started yet.
Events will be underway
later today.
Very soon.
That's right. I just talked with Trevor a little while ago and yesterday, and they're there and they're safe and they're excited about Vegas, of course. They're going to be
Vegas, baby.
They're going to be running a lot of events for everyone. So we have the Premier Series Vegas for Lord of the Rings. There's some hack stuff going on, truck stuff going on.
Maiden Voyage.
Yeah, it should be real good.
Yeah, all right. I'm looking forward to having those guys bring back deck lists.
Yeah, so I can build some decks on the online game and rule people.
Yeah, sure, except that none of them will use Siege of Gondor cards, I think.
Oh, that's right.
That doesn't necessarily mean they'll be bad decks. It just means you're going to be a little bit behind the times.
Man. All right.
For shame.
Speaking
of Siege of Gondor.
Oh, hey, it released 2 days
on Wednesday.
Ago.
That was a loaded day of people posting their gets.
This is what I got. What I got. There's some good stuff in Siege of Gondor.
Yes, there is.
So.
And of course, we have another big release coming up next Wednesday on St. Patrick's Day of Necessary Evil.
That's right. Necessary Evil is coming out on Green Day.
Yeah. No particular connection there, but there you have it.
Who is Irish in the Star Trek universe?
Miles O'Brien.
There's one.
Yeah.
So it's Miles O'Brien. Is there a Miles O'Brien in Necessary Evil? No, there's not, is there?
Why you gotta ask me these things? No, I don't think there is. I lose track of what's in development and what gets cut and what gets pushed to the next set, but I don't seem to recall there being a Miles O'Brien in Necessary Evil.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about the foils in Necessary Evil.
Yeah, me too.
The 18 cards.
They're
slick.
Yeah, I haven't seen them all yet off the sheet. I've seen a complete sheet of them, but you kind of get foil overload when you look at it that way.
Okay, now whenever a new product comes out at Decipher, everybody in the company gets a pack. Right? So Necessary Evil got passed out earlier this week to everybody here in the office. So now I'm going around hey, have you opened your Necessary Evil yet?
Right.
Let's see if you got a foil. So I'm going around to everybody. I only saw one get pulled, and it was one of the ladies in customer service got it.
Oh, yeah?
I can't remember. It was the one with the changeling, the 2 pictures of Bashir.
Yes, anything or anyone.
That's the one.
We had 2 foils show up upstairs.
Oh, really? Which one?
We had You've Always Been My Favorite, and...
well, thank you.
Yeah. I don't remember the other one now, all of a sudden. Because I've seen some other foils from some product test product.
Nice.
It's from the Department of Redundancy Department. No, it was some of the quality checks of the first packs off the line. I saw some foils there, but pretty good stuff. I also, in my Siege of Gondor pack, got a foil. It was just a common foil, but it was foil nonetheless.
I got no foils.
Aw.
Yeah, it was pretty.
But you know what you did get?
Pretty sad panda day.
But you know what you did get? More fan mail.
Yeah. Yes, we did. But before we get to the more fan mail, let me say that after the premiere series and all that stuff, which Siege of Gondor is not legal at, and all that fun stuff, then is the Gamma convention, which is the Game Manufacturers Association convention. Basically, it's a bunch of retailers and distributors going to Vegas and losing lots of money gambling and pretending to do a lot of research for what upcoming games are. But it is a show in which the industry announces a lot of major products.
Yes.
And we're going to be having some announcements there and stuff. So I'm sure we'll be talking about that next week on Radio Free Decipher.
All right.
But stay tuned.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Yeah. So, okay, so fan mail.
Yeah, in response to last week's show, we had some other RFD fans come out of the woodwork.
Yeah, and there was one particular that was rather comical. Now,
comical but belligerent in his love of RFD.
He basically, you know, I don't want to go into too much into it, but basically he called out last week's surprise.
It was taking on a whole Stephen King's Misery kind of I'm your number one fan vibe.
Basically it was like, that dude's not your number one fan, I'm your number one fan, and I will prove it the next time I see you. No, it wasn't.
No, it was clearly all tongue in cheek.
Yeah, it
funny,
was.
But
it was definitely. I think there was some satire in there.
Yes,
so.
But well, we were glad to hear you guys with RFD love.
Yeah,
it makes us all warm and squishy.
Not that warm and squishy.
Okay.
But, yeah, so that was fun, and please keep the letters coming in. It's fun.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I got another fan mail from somebody else, but saying I upgraded to Real Player 10, and now I can't hear you anymore. What?
Oh no!
What can I do? So we get it all the time. Lots of fan mail.
Yes.
So what I told this guy was, I think we're
we're
talking about
switching formats,
upgrading RFDs so that more of that we can punish more of you out there by listening, having you listen to us.
Because let's face it, we're one step above teletype right now. So any upgrade to the apparatus would be pretty cool.
That's right.
So we will be looking into that.
I wish that what we should do. We should take pictures of this little place.
We should. That would be awesome
so that people can see how
really
pathetic it is.
Well, there are a few people who still remember the way we used to complain about the closet with the door that wouldn't close and all that.
And we had to lift this 80-pound door and wedge it against the hole.
Man, I wish we had pictures of that. But we could show you the room that we're in now.
With the mannequin in here. There's a mannequin in here.
Yes. Yeah. Now I'm distracted. Anyway, we'll have to try and make an effort to get pictures of the RFD studio.
You know what? That's next week's project. We'll get the camera in here. We'll have somebody take a picture of us while we're broadcasting.
Yeah.
And then we'll put the picture up on the RFD.
And then I've had some emails now about swapping out my movie list and talking about that. Tristan Marsman out there gave me his movie list.
Oh, did he? Other people are giving you movie lists now.
Well, Tristan gave me his, and it's really cool, this whole movie list. And by the way, for those of you who are just on pins and needles, with I'm sure with half our audience at least, my number 5 favorite movie, which I had forgotten last week.
And there's actually a funny story about this movie, too. So what's the movie?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
And
I can't believe I slighted Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Unbelievable, especially considering, tell them the story.
I'm not sure which story you were referring
Come on,
to.
Man, Ferris Bueller. You and I having Ferris Bueller's Day Off in Chicago.
Yeah, well, you're doing a pretty good job telling it there. But the last time that Kyle and I both traveled to Wizard World, Gen Con in Milwaukee at the time was the very next weekend. So rather than come back to Virginia before going on to Gen Con, we just got to hang out in Chicago for one day and then drive on up to Milwaukee to do that show on the following weekend. So we took our day and tried to do everything from Ferris Bueller's Day Off that we could, and
we went to the stock.
We went to the stock exchange. We went to the top of the Sears Tower. We played ping pong up there on the top of the Sears Tower, which they did not do in the movie. We trolled at a museum.
We went to a museum.
Yes, we were not able to get to the same art museum, but we were able to go to a museum. We did not find Sheki,
but we went to a very
we went to a weird restaurant. We did not eat pancreas, but.
We also did not get to a baseball game because there was no game.
There was no, but we looked. We tried. There was no ball game that day. What else? We did not crash a car.
We tried to go up. We tried to find the steps that they did the little dance routine up and down.
Yes.
But we found a bunch of steps downtown, but we're not sure if they were the same steps.
I think we did pretty well for one day and not knowing our way around Chicago because we had to find most of these things.
And not only that, but we didn't even have that plan until we got downtown. We were just like, let's just go downtown.
Okay.
And we got all the way downtown, and they were like, then we found the stock exchange, and then we were like, we should do all the things that Ferris Bueller did.
Yes, so we did.
So we tried to, it was just like, it was our day off, so we did Ferris Bueller.
So those of you who live in Chicago, you have a wonderful city. But why you call it like it's a resort park, Chicagoland, that I don't really subscribe to, but there you go.
All right, well, we don't really have too much else to talk about.
Yeah, can you tell?
Except I think we should talk about your country, Evan.
My country. Are we going to give a plug to
I think we should tell people about the country. We've told them about the movie list. We've told them about, all these other things. We need to tell them about the countries.
They're going to think we never do any work. Yet another distraction that some of the Decipher staff have been doing on their free time is at nationstates.net, where you can get your own country, and every day...
It's like a political sim.
Yes.
You are the ruler of a country that you create, and then every day you get issues to vote on, and you basically vote, however you want, whether you want to be a ruthless dictator or where you want to be a, left-leaning college state, and...
It's not hugely detailed, but certainly detailed enough to be fun and well worth checking out. It's a website run by an author who is plugging a book of his.
But nobody is...
Actually, I know of a few people who have read the book as a result of the site, but the site is far more successful than the book. But,
and one of the fun things that you do with it is that you and a bunch of your friends create your own region and then, see how you rate against the other people in your region. In how your country fares in basket weaving or happiest citizen or whatever,
It's all in good fun, but good political fun. So here we go.
There are 23 countries in our region right now, and I am the 15th in nicest citizens. Ooh. My citizens aren't very nice.
I'm the 14th, so you and I are right next to each other today.
Yeah.
Anyway, every day you get new ratings.
Andy Lupp is the #1 basket weaving nation in our
What's funny
region.
is he also has about the smallest population because he just started his nation recently. So all of the people in his country are weaving baskets nonstop, apparently.
All right, there's another diversion for you. Nationstates.net.
Yeah, so while you're contemplating your movie list, you can build your own country. And all of this, bear in mind, while you are opening your new packs of Siege of Gondor and Necessary Evil,
That's
of course.
That's right. Don't let it distract you from your Necessary Evil and your Siege of Gondor.
Yes, there we go.
All right, everyone out there, have a great weekend, and we'll give you more nonsensical things next week.